What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to compare the Motorola Moto G Stylus 5G with the Motorola One 5G Ace. And if you like videos where you like to see phones being compared with the specs, budget phones versus flagship phones, and everything in between, stay tuned to my channel. I hope you consider to subscribe to It's Max Digital. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and compare these two bad boys. So here we're comparing two 5G budget beasts, and they're both from Motorola, a very well-known and reputable company, makes quality devices. But which one of these is better? Let's go through the features and the specs. Now, first off, let's go with that. Both of these are 5G devices, so they're going to be phones that are going to be used now and into the future. With if you have 5G coverage area where you live or work or play, these will bring you very fast speeds. So these are modern phones. And also they come with a really good budget. The Moto G Stylus 5G is a Stylus 5G phone that's being sold unlocked for under 400 bones. $400 for the only alternative stylus phone besides the Samsung Galaxy Notes. It's not available on prepaid. You can only order it unlocked for under 400 bucks. It's going against the Motorola One 5G Ace, which came out first, and that phone is also under $400. Currently, it's on sale for $380 from Motorola, fully unlocked. But where it really shines is when you get it on prepaid, and you can get it on Metro. You can get it for, I believe, $30 if you port in your number. So you're getting a 5G phone from Motorola for 30 bucks. That's quite a deal. I've also seen it on AT&T prepaid, and you can get it there for $130, and you just have to get one of their unlimited plans, and you can order it online, and you do not have to port in a number or anything like that. But that deal, who knows how long it'll be. But that one is very good deal as well, prepaid. So you have options here on the price, and that's what really sets these phones apart. 5G phones for under 400 bucks. So for the Motorola One 5G Ace, overall height is 6.5 inches tall, 3 inches wide, 0.39 inches thick. The Stylus 5G is a little bit bigger, 6.67 inches tall, 3 inches wide, 0.37 inches thick. For the weight, both of these are fairly hefty devices. The One 5G Ace is 7.5 ounces. Stylus 5G, similar as well, 7.7 ounces. Build quality is almost the same. We got glass front with a plastic back, plastic pretty much body. Nothing too, nothing flagship, nothing too crazy here on build quality, but that's expected. Under $400, it's very forgivable. Both of these have water repellent design, and you get the bonus of having that stylus on the Moto G Stylus 5G. The reason it stands out is because it's the only alternative if you want a stylus on a phone with 5G, and it's not $1,000 Galaxy Note. For the display, very similar as well. One 5G Ace 6.7-inch display with 86% screen to body ratio. Stylus 5G a little bit bigger at 6.8-inch display at 85% screen to body ratio. Both of these have a 60 Hz refresh rate, which is pretty much the norm. And they both have a similar resolution, almost exactly the same. They have 1080p Full HD displays, which break down to 393 ppi on the Ace, 387 ppi on the Stylus 5G. So pretty good displays, especially for the price. These screens are going to be very nice. Software-wise, the One 5G Ace is running Android 10, while the Stylus 5G is running Android 11. Both of these versions of Android are pretty much close to stock, except with a few Motorola features, such as a twist to switch the camera, or the chop motion to enable the flashlight. But it's a very clean, fast, fluid version of Android with the Motorola on top. And for the update-wise, don't expect these to get several years of updates, but both of these software will feel exactly the same. As for the chipset, the One 5G Ace has a Snapdragon 750G processor. Stylus 5G has a lower-end Snapdragon 480 5G processor. Now, one is a mid-range processor on the Ace, and the Snapdragon 480 on the Stylus is a lower end, but for 99% of people out there, they won't notice the difference. Both of these will perform quite good for the most part on pretty much every day-to-day apps that most people use. Nothing will pretty much slow it down unless you're doing heavy gaming or heavy video editing and stuff like that. Now let's get into the storage, and it's a very interesting story. The One 5G Ace, there's two versions out there. There's a 64 gig and an 128 gig model out there. But the Stylus 5G, there's only one model, and it has 256 gigs of storage, which is crazy. Even flagships don't even start off that much. Most flagships don't even have that much built-in storage as its base. So a very big win for the Stylus 5G and storage. And to top it off, both of these have a micro SD card slot, so you can even expand the storage even more. So there's no problem in the storage department. Very, very impressed by both of these phones. But like I said, for the One 5G Ace, it really depends on where you get it from. Most of the models being sold are going to have 128 gigs of internal storage, but there might be some instances where it's only 64 gigs. For example, I think on AT&T prepaid where I saw it for 64 gigs. So just be careful on where you get it from and double check. And as for RAM, the One 5G Ace, again, it starts off at either 4 gigs or 6 gigs of RAM. Both of these amounts of RAM are okay, but obviously the 6 gigs of RAM will be better. And the Stylus 5G has a standard of 6 gigs of RAM. So storage department, the Stylus 5G, very impressive. Now for the cameras, the One 5G Ace has a triple camera setup, 48 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro. Stylus 5G, 4 camera setup, 48 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth. The One 5G Ace has 4K video, while the Stylus 5G has 1080p. So you're gonna get similar results from both of these cameras. They're very, very good, but they're not flagship level. You'll get very good video and pictures out of these phones only if you're in the right light. If you're in low light, these probably aren't going to be good. That's the one downside to having a lower end or mid-range Android, is that low light cameras and pictures and videos, they always are terrible, and these are no exception. But if you're in the right lighting condition, they'll take very, very good above average pictures and videos. And both of these perform similarly, but you do get an extra camera on the Stylus 5G, which is the depth camera, but you won't really notice if you have both of these phones together. They both have that main 48 megapixel shooter and that 8 megapixel ultra wide. So unless you really care about 4K video, these will look exactly the same in the quality department. As for the selfie camera, they both have 16 megapixel shooters at 1080p video, so there's a tie for the selfie camera. It'll give you pretty good shots as well if you're in the right lighting. Both of these also have the headphone jack, which is a welcome addition. You can connect your headphones, your mic, or connect it to your car via aux cord to listen to music. It's a welcome feature that's not found on flagships anymore. Both of these will connect happily to your wireless devices. You got Bluetooth 5.1 on the One 5G Ace, and you should get that on the Stylus 5G as well. And they both will connect to your wireless devices, your wearables, your smartwatches, your smart bands, your wireless headphones, your wireless speakers, and whatnot. The One 5G Ace offers NFC, while the Stylus 5G does not. It's mostly used for payment systems, and they both rock on the USB Type-C port for charging. They both have a fingerprint reader, but the Ace has it on the back. The Stylus 5G has it on the side. I really prefer the one on the back for the most part. It just feels more natural. But moving on to the battery, very important feature in the phone in my opinion. It's really up there with the processor and storage and stuff like that. But they both have a massive 5,000 milliamp battery, which is very, very nice. Both of these will give you 1, 2, even 3 days of battery use. And that's how a battery should be. They should start off at 5,000 milliamps nowadays in 2021, especially if you're a 5G phone. And both of these phones offer some type of fast charging. Not too crazy though. You got 15 watts on the 5G Ace and you got 10 watts on the Stylus 5G. What are my thoughts and opinions after comparing the specs and going through the features of both of these phones? Well, in a nutshell, both of these are very similar devices. You won't be disappointed by either, but there's one major thing that is going to be a sticking point, and that's going to be the price. The One 5G Ace could be had for under $400 or for $30 if you get it on prepaid, such as Metro by T-Mobile, or even $130 if you get it on AT&T prepaid currently. The Motorola Stylus 5G, on the other hand, it is not found on prepaid, and it's being sold unlocked for under $400 as well. But there's a big difference: $400 versus $30 if you get it on prepaid. But other than that, these phones, they perform pretty much the same. The software is going to feel the same, even though one has a newer version of Android on top. Storage department will be a big deciding factor. Especially if you're comparing the 64 gig Ace to the 256 Stylus 5G. That's a big, that's crazy. It has 256 gigs at this price point of a mid-range. The camera will be pretty good on both of these. Will feel exactly the same. Selfie as well. It's good that they both have headphone jack. The fingerprint reader depends on how you like it. Like I said, I like it on the back. Battery is very good. So the one deciding factor between these is, it's going to be the price, which with the 5G Ace wins. If you like the stylus, that's probably the biggest difference that separates these two. Are you willing to pay $400 for a stylus that pretty much is going to be used for taking down notes, for having more precision and scrolling the web if you like using the stylus for that? There's not much use out of it unless you're into taking notes or coloring or drawing and stuff like that. I don't see it being a big practical use unless you're those type of people that like to take notes all the time, with physical handwriting. Other than that, the 5G Ace has a better processor. It has the price is better. You could shoot in 4K if that's your thing. And it has NFC. But other than that, for I think 99% of people and how they use their phones nowadays, you'll be happy with both of these devices. But obviously, the price is going to be a big deciding factor. And the stylus, if that's your thing, and you don't want to spend $1,000 on the Galaxy Note, then the Stylus 5G is right up your alley. But I give the win overall to the One 5G Ace. Still one of the best, better deals in prepaid and overall. In a 5G device from a reputable company like Motorola. These are quality phones that they pump out. Well, guys, that's been the end of my video. Thanks for watching. If you like videos comparing flagships and mid-range and lower budget phones and great deals on phones and stuff like that, consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel, and I'll keep pumping out videos on the reg. I try to post every day, and even sometimes several videos a day. Let me know what phones you consider, which videos you want me to compare. And if you got any of these phones, comment down below or send me a DM on Instagram or hit me up on Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.